Welcome, every one of you, beloveds. This meeting is for discovering the truth of who we are, which enables us, this discovery of who we are enables us to live a holistic life. Holistic in the sense of life being lived by a undivided experiencer. Life itself is holistic already. It is a ecosystem in every way. It is a one organic united wholeness already. It is the experiencer. When we discover who we are, becomes or comes back to its natural undividedness, and from there, when life lived, it is that life of holistic living. Before that, what happens is that somehow we are continuously afraid of certain things, selecting and not selecting certain things, being like having preferences. We are having preferences. And when I say preferences, let us try to very deeply understand this. It's not about body, mind having preferences. Body, mind is always going to have preferences in the sense that there will be certain things which will give joy or comfort to the body, mind levels, and there will be certain things which will give discomfort to the body, mind level. No? So in that way, body, mind will always have some choices, no? Some preferences. No? It's not about that. It's about you who is living, having preferences, and not knowing that you are having preferences. You are the being of life, beloved. You are the timeless being. If you have preferences and you know that you have preferences, it's only going to bring that supreme creativity into the manifested. No? That prasad of the true light will come out of that when we know that I am the timeless being and we know that I have preference. But we know we have preferences as the being, but we don't know them. That is the thing. That is what is sleep. Like from the sleep, this preferences not noticed. Preferences we are not conscious of. No? That is also very simply highlighted when I invite all of you to just sit and do nothing else. Your body may feel restless, your mind may feel restless, but you cannot feel restless. You will feel actually restful, joyful, peaceful for the first time. Because the being of life also in the form of all of us helping you right now in that decision, energetically and in every way. No? Vibration, the presence of being here. So do you feel restless? Do you feel like moving when you are invited to just sit and do nothing? That is where we have preferences and we do not know that we have preferences. No? So this is not knowing and believing in a way. No? Not knowing basically. No? Not knowing can be only replaced by knowing. No? What is the way of knowing? What is the way of knowing truth? No? At the deeper level. That first we stop supporting or engaging with the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and all the desires and everything which is coming from our state where we are not clear what we want. No? And this is what is precisely a environment of meditation, just sitting. So that we can come to the purity of our being where we already don't have preferences. So that we can come to the purity of our being where we are what we are always and what we are always going to be. And then from there we start have a fresh look at everything that, okay, Let's see now. What do I really want? No? In this context, what is the benefit of mm, contemplation, which is a fundamental um, mm, uh, look at ourselves, our life, thoughts, feelings, desire, and everything through the faculty of thinking. No? Through the ability of thinking, we are uh, like more subtle and more pure thinking. Contemplation is like more subtle and more fundamental thinking in a way. No? What is the use of that in this context? Is that sometimes we are not able to, like the meditation and satsang does not click to us sometimes. Meaning, click means like we are not able to connect to it. No, whenever we connect to something, it clicks or not. Like there's a click sound, no, like click, like that. I mean, you won't hear that, but in the heart, it feels like how nice. Like some of you, when I meet here, we feel I have this feeling in me that something clicks immediately. You know, And then the whole satsang will go like that. Like you are getting the maximum and you feel that you are getting the maximum also. Like there's no time in between, like doubts come, oh my God. Oh, Rajee, you said that we are not here for awakening, we are here for enlightenment. Oh, I want enlightenment, I don't want awakening. No, no, these kind of things don't happen when we click, when something clicks. No. But if it doesn't click, that time contemplation will help. Contemplation means the one who is troubled stops and thinks, what is my trouble? The one who is demanding too many things, but the one who is saying I'm confused, stops and thinks, what is my confusion fundamentally? No. So this is what is contemplation in a way. No? Like we can look at contemplation in so many different ways, and we can use it for so many different ways also. But fundamentally, it is the one who is saying that I'm not able to connect to satsang and dhyan right now. I'm not able to connect to just sitting right now. This one stops and thinks. Because the being that we are beyond thinking can immediately connect to just sitting and this meditation and satsang. Immediately. There is no exception really to it. But when we are caught up in the mode of thinking too much, that everything we have to think about everything. We cannot directly feel or sense or know anything. That time contemplation is a great help. But contemplation is not going to be about retirement plan, financial freedom, or things like this. In this context of a spiritual awakening, it will be about what do I really want right now. This can be a very powerful contemplation for you if you try. What do I really want from this meeting right now if I'm not able to connect to it fully? No? And that can bring you to very clear understanding of what do you want from it. And you will start getting that maximum. No? Does not necessarily mean that you want meditativeness, silence of the being, or discovery of who you are. Maybe you want some clarity, and you will get that also. So this is also something that we can do. Sadhana part is also there, what we call sadhana, no? Like effort of exercises and all is also there. It helps in different ways, but in one sense, it also can help when even contemplation is not able to help us. That time sadhana can help us also. Like it means that the being is so mixed with the energies that it has to create some distance between the energies and thoughts and feelings and itself. And through that, for that, exercises can help, and they do help actually, also. But here, right now, so within this context, now let us come back now that here in this context, we cannot do sadhana. Hardly we will be able to do any contemplation also. Yeah, only if somebody is very interested in coming right this moment to to something, no, you will, I will feel inspired for that. Otherwise, no. But mainly here we are for dhyan, meditation, fundamental meditation, and satsang, no, living of truth. No? Dhyan means a effort of coming to the state of being. Satsang is a opportunity to live the truth of who we are, no? Like this. No? That's why it is very, very valuable, I feel. Before and after satsang is a very important time. How we use what has been understood, experienced, realized by us during the satsang, what we do with that after the satsang is a very important thing to understand. So you are all very welcome. You can talk to me. I don't have anything else to say right now. Please talk to me so that it will be nice. Yes, Manu, you want to talk?
Namaste ji. Ji, thank you very much ji for this meeting.
So, what do you want to talk?
Ji, I just feel like to talk to you with my gratitude to say thank you. No question is arising.
Oh. It's also good report. Thank you for that. Kind of, you are telling me that we can continue like this. No? Thank you for that feedback. No, because feedback is very important. I hardly get feedback from beings who are attending the meetings. Because beloved, sometimes you might be believing that you are living in your awakened state of being in satsang and maybe not. Would you like to take chance? If not, then better give feedback. No? Meaning if you feel that I have ability to help you in that. If not, then it's okay. Yeah, Uma.
Namaste ji. Ji, you asked why you came here. So you gave me options. I came here for satsang only. This is very clear.
Meaning
Well,
satsang means
to live the truth, to connect the being of life here, which you are sharing.
ah, how wonderful.
This is really very complete feeling. Nothing is lacking here. Thank you so much, ji.
Let us stay here, Uma, for some time. No? This clarity, this experience, this knowing that everything that it is complete. No? Let us live this here for some time. And anyone who is not feeling like this, anyone who is not feeling complete like this, can also use it as a mirror to see that what exactly is the incompletion inside me. Because we think the incompletion is because of the state of body, mind, thoughts and feelings. Because I know less spirituality at the level of thoughts, because my energies are not so nice. We think like this. No. It's not about them, it's about you. It's about your standards, that by your standard, you are not in your perfect state of body mind. No. What are those standards by which you are measuring that, you know, you know what I mean? And those are unconscious, like, we are not aware of those standards, no? Because we are not aware of who we are. No? A being who is aware, who is living in the completeness of itself, no? Like living in the completeness of this moment, may notice that there are some things which are not okay in my body, mind, energy. Like there are missing links in my thinking process, for example, and would may feel like inspired to correct them, but only joyfully, not like a job. There is a difference between job and joy. Joy of doing something or job doing something as a job, no? So this completion of your being does not really, like, it is end of job basically in a way. It is beginning of joy. Like everything, only as joy. That okay, looks like a little bit kind of something is not matching inside me, okay. And that can be corrected very, very simply, no? Without leaving that completeness in which we are. No? Like a lightweight, it is more lightweight thing now, It's not something so serious that, oh my God, if there is a thought, there is a feeling, there is a incompletion in me, then I'm not myself. No? Like we are independently living, experiencing and knowing the completeness of ourselves. No? Right now, by the way, if any one of you joined late, no? So completeness, no, Uma? Uma, I think you can understand, all of you. I hope you are with me. All of you are with me. That the this completeness is not something which we have created. No, it is something which we are experiencing. No, meaning we are finding that hey, it is complete. It being the truth, which is myself also, which is body, mind, thoughts, feelings, and the word and everything. Like just one thing. No, yeah. And the reason, the core of it is that why we are able to experience the completeness of truth, which is already complete, no, Purna, no, because we are not working on anything right now. No, we are not working on anything right now. Why we work on anything inside us? Because we feel that if something is not in order, if something is not if something is not okay right now in my thoughts, feelings, and emotion, then I am not complete. No? So this belief that I am not complete is called the subtle ego. No? This is the subtlemost level of ego where we believe that I am not complete. However, we have never looked deeply inside us whether I am really complete or really incomplete. Anyone who ever looked deeply into this feeling that I am incomplete only found completion. Like such a completion that it doesn't feel like opening your eyes anymore, anywhere, for anything. Opening your eyes means like the feeling comes not to attend any thought feeling now in relation that something is incomplete, something is not okay, something has to be done. Say something, Uma. Let us continue for a few more minutes like this.
Yes, this is like this. I have not become complete. I found completeness.
Yeah. One more thing, all of you, please allow me to share that there's one more fundamental reason I'm finding here, that why we don't experience, or why we are not appreciating this completeness which is already present. No, because this is why we are here together, or not, so that we can actually transcend all the regions and come to this completeness. No? One reason is that we are not noticing somehow that we have got used to of living as a somebody, you know, which is like okay. As somebody means as something, like we are living as something, which is okay because we are the being. We are going to be something always, no? Beyond the spiritual, technical correctness, no? We are going to be something always, no? Like we are going to be a being. When we hear that, okay, I'm in nothing and emptiness, it looks like in the mind that like nothing exists. No, you exist very, very, very much, but not as something. This is that completeness, Oma. Emptiness of the being. It is so complete, so full of joy, truth, beauty. No? So we have got used to of like in some way like we have become habitual of living as someone or something, and that someone and something is rooted in sense of lack. It is the absence, not the presence. No? We are taking the absence as our own self. Our own absence we are taking as our own self. No? And then, as our own absence, we are searching for our own presence. And when the presence is here, we are not ready to let go of our identification with that absence. No? Let go means what? Here we can understand in this context of let go is that are we able to withdraw our energies from everything into the truth when truth is being lived right now, for example? Everything means what? Everything means the false standpoint, false experiences from there also. No? False self and its false experiences. Are we able to withdraw ourselves from there into the truth right now? You know? And this is the most funny part of self-discovery and most divine play that we are that we all of us are that complete being right now also, even when we are feeling that I'm not complete. But we are believing, we are connecting our existence to our experience of our existence. That my experience of my existence is that I'm not complete. How can you say that I'm complete? You know? And we are not able to see the difference between the experience and the experiencer. You know? Do not remove the experience of incompletion, but also do not be absent. Do not ignore the fact that you are the experiencer of it. No? And Uma, same thing applies to you even. That do not ignore the experience of completion. Very much enjoying and living it. No? But also do not ignore the truth that you are the experiencer of it. Let the deeper knowing of truth happen to you now. Then I am experiencing completeness. And I am the experiencer of it. In this completeness, Uma, the whole vastness of life is happening. All the divisions are taking place. And nothing is divided from each other at all. This is the beauty, this is the magic of the source of life. That so many divisions everywhere, including the division of the experiencer and the experience of completeness. And yet it is not at all divided. Do you see what I'm saying? Are you living with me right now? Like you are divided from this completeness and you are not divided at all. You are divided enough to know that I am experiencing it. But you are not divided so much that you can go out of it. You cannot get out of it. Because you are it. Also, no? Slowly we will understand what it means that I am the experiencer of this completeness. What is this I, the experiencer of completeness? This I basically is the consciousness which has come, which has become consolidated, like crystallized through living in the body mind. And this will merge also here in this completeness. Then only and only completeness will remain. You know? a deeper realization or living of who we are also will happen like you are so complete that the question, the thought of completion or incompletion does not arise anymore. You are so peaceful and always so that the question of being disturbed or not being disturbed does not arise anymore. Like it has become so completely permanent, that's what it means. So very, very good, Uma. Thank you, beloved. Very, very nice to explore and live this truth with you and with all of you, beloveds.
Thank you so much, Ji. I could live this. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. There is this vastness, this completeness present inside us, and sometimes we are not living it. We are just hypnotized and identified to that sense of lack, which is just a small thing happening in this vastness and completeness. No, just giving value to that, serving that. Serving. We are giving our life opportunity and everything to it. Sense of lack basically is our absence. You know, it should be understood really. Our absence cannot be like we cannot handle it in any way. We cannot deal with it in any way, except that we live ourselves, live our presence, the completeness. And the less and less sense of lack will be found there, less and less the sense of absence or the what we call darkness will be found there, and the less and less the effect of it in life will also found. Like it will reduce. It will just those effects will disappear. No? So satsang and dhyan is so simply enabling us. It is that environment where we connect to our presence. We do not deal with our absence in this case. No, we can directly connect to the truth of the truth and the light of ourselves. We do not deal with the darkness. No, dealing with the darkness is part where contemplation, sadhana, and everything comes. No? So, are you ready for light? Are you ready for truth? Are you ready for your presence? Or are you very, very interested in still dealing with the absence and darkness and everything? Because, beloved, so many beings, I know that now, have spent so much time of their life in trying to deal with the darkness, and they did not succeed actually, because they did not understand what to do. The funny part of this trying to remove the darkness from our own being is that if we are too concentrated in this decision, then because of that we become very present. And our presence and the light of our presence removes the darkness of our absence. And then we feel that, oh, I succeeded because of my effort. You did not succeed because of your sadhana. You succeeded because of your concentratedness, because of your own light. No? So any technique which can bring us together into one being, so that our own light start filling our own heart and being, will work, no? That's why sometimes for some being devotion may work, because that path of devotion or the feeling of devotion may bring them together into one being, no? Anything which brings us to undividedness. That's why I respect and value undividedness more, no? Significance of undividedness. So our dividedness is what has created that sense of darkness, absence, sense of lack and everything. The answer to that is undividedness, no? Relatively, like slowly more and more and more. And those things slowly are not found. But something else is found, Uma, that is completeness. No? It is such an amazing thing that this completeness of the being, like none of our understandings of the past will match here. And surprisingly, we will not care about that even. It is so beautiful. We will feel none of it matching, and I damn care about that. I'm just so happy. Like I'm first time really, really, really happy, joyful, peaceful, complete. Like beyond questions, beyond experiences, beyond understandings, beyond achievements, attainments. You know, very, very good. God bless you. Thank you. Shiv, you want to talk?
Hello, you can hear me, Rajee?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So when you were talking about asking questions wh- um, like this being, this presence, this being, this infinite thing, I have never been able to find. The closest I could get was this feeling of something bigger than the body, but infinite, something like God, infinite, omnipresent, omniscient, that
Why
thing.
you want to find that? Like I kind of like to look deeply into the question and the
Yeah.
intention or purpose of the questioner before answering generally. So
Okay.
allow me to look deeply with you. What is the purpose of it? Like so that I can understand your standpoint, so your way of looking at it. Then only my answer will fit in that.
Well, I keep attending Ananta Satsangs, and that has created a sort of desire in me to find this. It's something. mm, I mean, I'm not uncomfortable with the way things are right now. I'm quite satisfied, but still, I want. There's more to it. That feeling is there, and
And what you will do with that infinite being when once you find it? I'm just trying to understand your way of looking at it
yeah.
right now. So
I don't know really. I feel once we find it, then we'll see what I want to do with
ah,
it.
you can have a darshan of the infinite being. No, finding in the sense that okay, I found it, and then you leave it there. It is possible, but to actually taste that infinite being is as simple as what we were tasting just now, the completeness. That is the infinite being already right this very moment here. But are you here to live it? That's the question. So then do something about being here then, because this infinite being is right this very moment. And some of the people who are attending this meeting right now, even when I'm talking, they are living that infinite being which you are searching for somewhere. No? So maybe you are searching something else, not the infinite being, not the way I understand it. So please make me
Uh,
understand what are you searching for. Yeah.
so I don't know really. I mean, how do I don't really know why I want this being. Like, I just heard that it's something very beyond anything else,
I don't
beyond
think that,
anything what.
yeah, but I don't think that, I'm not feeling inspired to really say much about it now, except that I already told you that this infinite being is being lived right now in this moment by
But
me, by
uh,
all of us. No?
I don't feel I found something like that.
So then that's where I'm saying that contemplation can help you, and I'm giving you right now this environment where you can contemplate right this moment. Look deeply into your definition, because your definition is what is telling you that it is not. No, how do you know that this is not that being? This how will help you see deeply into your own definition. No, because you don't know what is that being. No, but you know what it is not. How do you know that it is not that? No. So there is some knowledge in you which you are maybe not aware of it. Look deeply into it right this moment. Why to wait? Why don't you do that right now? With me, do it. Why you are feeling that this is not that being, infinite being?
I haven't found anything infinite. I feel right now I can't find anything infinite. It's all limited.
How? So what do you mean by limited? Let's
Like
explore that because
this room,
eh?
this room that I'm in.
Room is going to be limited. No, room is a form. No, form always is in form is always finite. No, so
Yeah.
a form can never be infinite. No, so we have
So
a
that.
clue. We have a clue here. No, that
Hmm.
find something which is not a form. As long as you will search for a form of a infinite being, you will never find it. No, because every form is going to be having some finiteness about it. No, even if we cannot see or perceive, our mind cannot perceive it right now. No, but one day we will find that no, it is not all. It is also not infinite. No? So, in theory and in my experience also, there is nothing which is a form and infinite. Only the formless can be infinite. That's precisely what we are living right now. So, are you interested in a form of infinite being, or are you interested in the actual infinite being, even if it doesn't have a form?
Formless also. Anything infinite. Like God. Anything which is
So
God.
then you need to find out the formlessness of yourself right now. Find out means live the formlessness of yourself. Through your own formlessness, you can live the formlessness of the being if it is there or if it is separate from you. But through your form, you can only live the forms. No, it's also a simple pointing, and if you test, you will find that it is true. So live your formlessness right now with me, and then tell me, have you found the formless being or not, which is infinite? No? So are you up for it?
Yes, yes,
So please
please.
start right this moment, and tell me if there is anything in the way of living your formlessness. No? In that I can help you. Our talking can help you.
Formless. I don't know. I don't like
You,
infinite
you,
something.
you, you who is knowing this form, are you a form or formless?
Yeah.
You who is knowing this room, that this room is finite, are you a form or formless?
Formless.
So then that's perfect, no? Now live yourself, not the room, not only the room, but don't live any form inside you now. There are many forms inside you also. Your body is a form, your thoughts are a form, the ability that you are using is a form also. You, the speaker, don't use the speaking, but live your truth. You, the thinker, don't use thinking, but live the truth of you, the thinker. You are experiencing. You don't touch the experiences, you live the truth of the experiencer that you are. This is how you live your formlessness right now. Yes? Are you doing it?
No.
Why not? Like, is there anything stopping you from it?
Like even this formless thing, it seems like something like space. That's the closest I can get to it.
See, discussion cannot happen about this thing so much. I'm not interested in
Mm.
discussions. I'm only interested in
Mm.
discovery. No? So
Mm.
are you interested in discussion or discovery?
Mm. I'd like to discover this formless that you talk
Then
about. The
immediately start.
closest.
Then immediately start that what I said, no? Then why? What are you waiting for then? Then what are you waiting for?
To
If
find the mm, to find that formless thing.
find
Like
means
you're
what?
saying,
You are that,
connect.
no? You said that I am formless, no? So
Yeah.
you formless live yourself. That's what I'm saying, no? Meaning, do not live anything else. Pay attention to yourself. Give value to yourself. Remain anchored in yourself. Do not move from yourself. Many different ways of saying the same thing. Don't move
Okay.
is the same message that don't do anything about forms. Don't move means don't do anything about forms. Then you will live or remain as formless because you are originally formless and always formless. But to experience yourself as formless, you have to stop attending the forms for the time being, for this moment. This is the way to experience your formlessness, the truth of your formlessness. So are you able to do that now? Not attending any forms?
No, no, no.
What happened? What is in the way? Like, what is the difficulty?
Like I can see that what is knowing the experience is something without form.
What do you mean by
But
something? You are knowing that or no? What do you mean by
yeah.
something? That something is something you are knowing. But you, who is knowing this something, I'm talking about this
Mm.
you. I'm not talking about that something. Something is
Mm.
what you are knowing, no? Keep it very simple. Keep it simple, no? Something you are knowing. I'm interested in you, not in something, no? You are formless, not something. There cannot be something formless ever. We can have an experience of that something is there which is formless. But you are the formless, not that something. So are you there or not? Meaning, are you here or not?
Yes.
So are you able to focus on yourself or not? As simple as this. Regardless of what language we use. Focus, experience, live yourself, anchor in yourself, don't move from yourself. Same message in different ways. No?
Yeah. As the formless, I'm here. I feel.
Yeah. Stay here for some more time. Don't touch thoughts, feelings, or anything. Don't touch even the
Okay.
feeling or thought that I have to find the infinite. Because that is also
Okay.
a form present in you, the formless. Even the desire to find the formless being, infinite being, is a form playing, moving inside you, know, or not? Confirm that right now. Don't believe what I'm saying.
You're saying the desire to find the infinite is a form?
Yes? How else it will live in you, the formless? Absolutely everything that is present in you is a form, including the desire.
I'll report back to you again. I'll stay as the formless and let's see where it'll take. Then
Yeah,
again, I'll come back to you.
yeah, sure, sure. That will be very, very good. Thank you that you accepted this invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajee.
Very, very nice. Yeah.
I would like to share a click, which haven't. And like what is happening in satsang? Like in essence. Like what do I get out of satsang? And these words, it looks like I get something physically or non-physically, like something I didn't have before, or maybe I get from satsang. Like it's a handover of something. And but I don't need anything because I'm complete already. I might not be aware of it all the time, but in a way I can't get in the usual getting Wikipedia entry type of thing. I can't get anything. There is no in a way, there is no space to receive something from outside, like, but what I do get is more like I get more of myself in a way that I realize or I see more of myself, more of this completeness, and also the space in satsang to live this completeness, to realize, to live, to enjoy. Like it's more in satsang, more an environment than a shop, like where I can get something. So, and this is like so exciting and so, yeah, and this I wanted to share. And please say anything or share.
I feel it's really as simple as this, that that you are more interested in a way in this completeness, no? And let us explore, because it is going to be very useful for many other beings who are present here also, and who are not present also, who will listen to the recording, that what enabled you to appreciate this completeness, which is your own being also, and which is the environment which you are able to live in, the environment of satsang. You know, my feeling is that you have gone through the other options as a category, not as items, not all the items of those categories, but more categorically you have found out that all other options are options of living as an incomplete being. You know, through your professional life, through your spiritual life, through your personal life, through your social life, you have done enough, in a way, observation, experiment, back and forth, trial and error. No? So please correct me if, like, just tell me that is it not like this?
Very true. Yes.
So when you are sitting here, you are not just an innocent, like a first timer in life in a way. Maybe you are a first timer in satsang. You are not, but let's say even if you are a first timer in satsang, but you are not first timer in life. You have done your kind of a contemplation enough. Like you looked deeply that what are the experiences, what are the desires, what are the activities or model of living which keeps me in the sense of incompletion. Although it promises that one day it is going to give me the sense of completion, but it doesn't give me. And however, in satsang, right this very moment, I am able to experience the completion. No?
With this, what you just said, doing the homework, like the contemplation part, and really the doing part actually as well, like feeling some sense of incompletion and filling it, being it with a vacation, being it with a raise in the job or something. And there was some form of completion felt when I had this vacation or this raise or something, but it was temporary. It was a day, a week, or for some time, and then it was gone. And there came maybe the same lack again, or a different sense of lack, but it was not a real fix. It was temporary work in a way, and this completion, in which I explore in satsang, is the same taste. Like it's the same completion. Like it's not that every satsang I feel a different completion. It's the same completion.
But don't you get bored of the same completion every satsang?
No.
Because same thing normally brings boredom, no? Like You cannot feel the freshness of that anymore, no?
But I do feel.
Why? What is different about it then? Because anything that we feel repeatedly, we lose interest in it or excitement towards it, no? But you don't seem to be less interested in satsang. Like rather, you feel like more interested in satsang now. Why? Just inviting you. Like as I said, it is for all the beings, no?
So it's, I feel there is a lot of content in the completeness, meaning it's not one thing, like it's not just one word like we are talking about, it's everything, and everything is a lot.
Meaning there's a depth to it.
Yes.
Which can be experienced more and more. No? Yes. How amazing. So I really want to appreciate where you are, that there is something called completeness present here, which is not so easily you can pinpoint that, okay, this is completeness. Like because it's not a particular form or a experience somewhere. No. It is more like you are able to feel yourself complete when you come to satsang. And there's a deepening of that happening. Like it is becoming in a way more permanent or more simple and quick. Even when you are not in satsang, you reported that you are able to feel that completeness also. So this is something very beautiful I want to appreciate. But also I want to point out here for everyone that the more clearly you have known, more conscious you became that the completeness that you felt in other experiences and in other ways of life, they were temporary. Like that completeness did not stay in you. And so what is your ability now? What is enabling you to appreciate this completeness, which is same, first of all? Like not like a new thing, which is like a turn off for the ego, always that I don't want the same thing, I want new things, no? So you're clearly knowing, consciously knowing the temporariness of the completeness given by the experiences or other ways of living life has become your ability now to appreciate this completeness, which is your own being, no? In satsang also, no? Isn't it? So this is what is the maturity of the soul, I feel, isn't it? Like the soul has become mature enough that you have seen the temporary enough. You don't have to go in details of every item of that category anymore. No? Like you know the temporary as a whole.
So I feel there is something before appreciation in a way that is coming to satsang in the first place. In a way that earlier this searching for completeness in things was state of the art. Like this is how life works. Everybody's doing it, and yes, I know it's temporary, but this is just the way it is, and I can't do anything about it in a way.
Yes.
And then maybe it was the end of the road after checking everything out to see, okay, no, this is it. The doubt came. Yes, I think the doubt came. There is something not right here. This can't be. There must be something like this. And then the physically first time satsang came, and aha, okay, there might be something, and okay, I can feel there is like this also, even like before appreciation, like just getting to know there is something, getting the idea, getting the exposure,
Yes, yes,
access.
yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I mean, for example, the unhappinesses of life, struggles of life, are the biggest contributor for appreciation of the struggle-free, effortless completeness that is felt here. No? Because this completeness of our own being is so subtle, so beyond intimacy even, like it is ourself, that most of us will continue missing it for so long. You know, discovering who you are simply means discovering the completeness that you are, the Purna that you are. And stop searching anywhere else. Stop going anywhere else. Stop doing anything else for the beauty, for the joy, for the truth to be experienced in your being and life. No? So we all are searching. So what it means is that we are searching for completeness. So that part is very genuine, existential, but we are searching at the wrong place in a way. Like it is like, as you said, it is the way how life is for everybody, that we have to search it in the experiences, in the parties, in the professional success and personal success and social success. No. Like I always love this quote by the words by Jim Carrey, no, words by Jim Carrey, that I hope that they are spoken by him, that I wish that all the desires of all the people in the world come true, no, all their dreams come true, so that they can know this is not the answer, so that they can know this is not the answer. Satsang, actually, this completeness of the being is the answer actually that we are searching for. But we need appreciation for it. We need eyes to appreciate it. And from where we get those eyes, this is what we are exploring together right now. From where we get those eyes to appreciate this answer which we are searching for in our life. We are that answer. This who we are is the answer which we are searching for through our questions, confusions. What is this? What is that? Where to go? Where not to go? No. It's amazing. Thank you, beloved.
And it doesn't mean that I don't enjoy experiences outside anymore. I still enjoy vacations, I still enjoy the race in the job, but it's not, I can experience it as it is and not as an end to the means it should make me complete. So this expectation that this vacation is the greatest in the world and after that only bliss, it's just removed, and then it's just a very nice vacation. And sometimes it rains and sometimes the sun is shining, and it's okay. And this, I feel, makes the experiences more real. Like without the add-on, it has to be complete, or it has to make me complete.
How amazing is this, actually? I find it so amazing what you're saying. Like this is living in truth, living the truth of yourself and living the truth of everything else as it is. Experiences are there and they are not permanent. They are complete in themselves, but then they fade away. But they don't give you any completion also. You know, like living the full truth of this experiencer and experiences, no? It's so amazing, being so simple about it, not living in the conceptual spirituality, that there should not be any experiences in the world. I should not experience any of them. You know, like many things like this. We have many confusions. No? Living the truth. You know, I really feel very excited right now to come to this point. Living the truth means what? You know, I have this cup in my hand. I have this chair on which I am sitting. I have all of you with whom I am interacting. I have breath. I have eyes, senses, the consciousness which is receiving the sensory reports. And I am, all of this is truth. No? It's not about whether we can live truth or not. Everybody is living truth. It's about how much. It's about how much truth we are living. Those who wake up, they live whole of the truth. No? Whole of it in one go. By the way, in one go, we can live whole of truth. Like you can live the truth of your completion of your being and truth of the temporariness of the experience or the joyfulness of the experience also. No? It's very exciting. Like, do you hate or do you judge a flower? No. It is so temporary, no? But it is so alive, you know. Like there were two lines of a poem towards a flower that even if a flower has a very small life, a small age, a small life, a small age, but it is so full of life. Even if a flower's age is very small, but it is so full of life. And actually, all the real experiences, I would like to say real and unreal experiences in a way, meaning mind created experience and life created experiences. Or you can say personal or impersonal experiences also in a way. That all the real experiences are full of life. Full of life. Like we feel so excited, so alive when we experience them. Not that we feel that I will become more complete because of them, but we just feel like enchanted or kind of curious also in a way, or whatever, is the reason, whatever we feel towards it. What's wrong in that? What is the problem with the experiences is that most of the experiences are created by our body, mind, thoughts, feeling, conditioning, which are all stale. There is no freshness, there is no life in it. There is a death, there is a darkness, there is a heaviness, there is, all that garbage that we smell. That's why we feel, I don't want experiences. No, you are saying that I don't want these experiences. If you go to a beach and you go to a mountain and you would you not want that experience? You will feel like, wow, that's amazing, no? Do you see what I'm saying? When we are experiencing, what we are experiencing is also equally significant. Not only who we are who is experiencing it. Because what we are experiencing has a clue. It is like a mirror to look into who I am in relation to it and what it is in relation to me. Another level of awakening will take place here. Beyond the sense of being a awakened being, beyond the sense of being a awakened being, a deeper, higher awakening that can take place here. Knowing the word as Brahma, knowing the word as Brahma. This can happen here through this what we are talking. Until we know the word as Brahma or as the absolute truth, we cannot be free. Like we cannot be fully free. So experiencing is not a problem really. Our expectations, wrong expectations from those experiences, or our restless state of the experiencer, one of the two, and both basically mostly, from the wrong state of being, or wrong state of experiencer, wrong expectations from the experiences also. Like this experience should make me peaceful experiencer, and it doesn't. And it makes us peaceful for a few moments, like the restlessness subsides for a few moments when we experience something, no? And then afterward again. No? Why we travel so much? Why we do? Those people who wake up, why they just keep sitting and do nothing mostly? Many times. Like they don't feel so much interest in like exploring so many things of life, physical life, like going here and there and doing this and that. Why? Because life is being lived so completely, multidimensionally, where exactly we are, from the being that we are. Everything absolutely is accessible to us, but not as a person, not through the mind, but as the being, through the being. Because every form that we experience is a being, is the being. No? It is the being of form of the being. It is the being appearing as the form, actually. And there's a possibility of actually experiencing and knowing it in a simple way, Like that's what it means that I know you as myself. Because I know myself as the being. I know that the same being is appearing as you right now. And I'm experiencing you means I'm experiencing myself, in the form of you. Do you see what I'm saying? So much possibilities of awakening like this. No? But we need to keep things simple. We mix conceptual spirituality too much. We don't realize that we are even spiritually conditioned. Not only we are socially and personally conditioned. No? We don't realize this normally. And until we realize that, it's going to be always confusing that, what are you saying? Thank you, beloved. I think it's a very, very beautiful conversation. And I think it's going to be very useful for many beings. Thank you. Anybody else can talk to me also? Very, very nice. It's a very, very warm and beautiful, loving meeting today. Full of love, truth and joy. No? This meeting, very, very beautiful. Devdas, you want to talk?
Yes, beloved, thank you. So it was so deep and very profound that when you explained to, can you hear me well?
Yes.
When you explained to Shiv what this, when you don't touch anything, so it's like you are the being. So, and I would like to ask you to explore a little bit deeper because last time about the experiencer and the experience, can we dive a little bit deeper to remain as the experiencer, even while you are in moving? I think that's you understand me.
Oh, yes, yes. Actually, the answer to this is clarity, like clearly understanding that that space or that state of you where you are living as in the purity of the experiencer. So this clarity, like let it be registered in you clearly that okay, this is that knowing and living where I am living the purity of my being as the experiencer and not letting the experiences be mixed in my beingness or my myself. And this is going to work like a wisdom for you, like a guiding light for you afterward. Whenever you will mix yourself with the experience, meaning what happens is that somehow we start defining ourselves in a way with the help of the experiences. That this is the shade of the experience right now, so my shade is also like this right now. No, we are not. We don't have a shade. We don't have a color. That's why we can experience all the colors of experiences. No? So try to live in the emptiness of experience. This is the key here, and this will become like a wisdom which will grow in you more and more, where you will notice that when you leave that purity and colorlessness of your being. And I'm not saying don't experience colors. Live in the colorlessness of your being and then go to experience the color to test that whether I lose the colorlessness, whether I get colored. No? And then you feel, oh yeah, I got colored. Then go back. Go back and sit quietly in yourself and again come to the purity of your being. Devdas, this can be a simple but a complete thing for you. Like you will not need to do absolutely anything about anything in relation to complete liberation. Just one thing, that living in the purity of your being and sensing that is there anything that I'm experiencing mixed with me who is experiencing it. Whenever sensing, letting it be there, not trying to detach yourself from it. You don't need to detach yourself from anything. Your unawareness is your attachment. Your awareness towards it is your freedom. Just this much. That is there anything mixed with me? Your knowing of purity is your freedom from everything. Not that you have to really become free from anything. We are not caught up in mixing with things. We are caught up in the sleep towards who we are. Unawareness, self-unawareness. And I noticed that there is a sort of a threshold here. Like there is a level that as we live the purity of our being, if we cross that within ourselves, somehow we get released into ourselves in a way, And then we don't lose that somehow, like then we feel more, bold in a way, like, okay, I can experience anything. And somehow we don't lose that. Because what happens is somehow that we are able to sense that I have two aspects. One aspect is what we can call consciousness, energy. Another aspect is which is different, which is not changing ever. So my experience, my meeting, or my when I experience something, it is my consciousness and energy meets the experience, not really the other aspect. That other aspect, even within the experiences, remains untouched. It's just simply untouched. Like it's a strange thing to experience, that I'm experiencing and not experiencing at the same time. Like absolutely experiencing the detailing of everything, and not yet aspect of myself is simply not touched by it at all. So discovery of that is the possibility through this what I am sharing with you. Then you can be fully into the experiences, and somehow the deeper aspect of you, the essence of who you are, remains free from it. What we are trying to save from experiences cannot be saved forever. We are trying to save it right now as a seeker of truth, which is a wise thing to do, so that we can spend that energy to discover who we are. Once that is done, this energy is released back into the field of experiences, like oneness of life, flow of life, relaxed, joyful, letting things happen spontaneously as they happen, letting experiences be experienced. Because there is nothing you can lose now anymore. This you cannot hold on to. This energy you cannot hold on to, even your own energy and consciousness. It's not yours, it is universal. You can only hold on to your timelessness, your changelessness. This is the opportunity, living as a person, individual in the body is the opportunity to discover that which we can never lose. In this way, I could share, beloved. I feel you could connect. I feel like this.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
It's very important to kind of, clearly know things as they are, in a way. Not things in the sense of everything, but in the sense of whatever we believe we know, to verify that we really know what we believe we know, the way we think. But your Devdas, your kind of vocabulary is clear. I'm very, very happy. One thing also I want to add, beloved, Devdas, that there is no place for struggle in this direction where we were exploring. Remember this. There is no struggle like stress, struggle, unhappiness. There is no place for that. The moment we turn towards who we are, that the doors of heaven open up for us. I feel like joy, happiness, peace. Like support also. There is so much support in a. We will know one day what that support is actually. So if we are feeling stress, struggle, unhappiness, in sadhana and knowing and satsang and everything, there is something not okay. That something is simple, that we are not divided in our decision to know the truth. It's as simple as this. Like we are trying to live as the ego and as the self, trying to live as a person, as the being, also. Just one region, the division in our decision is causing living as a person, perfect, no? If you want to. Living as a being, again, perfect, if you want to. Want to live as a being, living as a person. Even then, that cannot be a cause of unhappiness. No, wanting to live as a being and also wanting to live as a person. At the same time, different time, maybe we can allot different time slots, no, of the day. That this hour living as the being, next hour living as a person. And you will become free from being a person, and you will become free from being a being also, into who you are, the liberated one, the timeless one. Even that is not a problem. What is the problem then? Only one thing, division in our decision. Only one thing. Things are really so simple if we look at it. If we are not getting what we want, the being that we are, no, I'm addressing all of you as the soul, no, as the being. If we are not getting that happiness which we want in our life, then we are trying something impossible, meaning it is not possible then. Let's look back, let's sit back and think what exactly I want and why. And we will know that it is not possible. Sometimes it could be bit childish, maybe, no? Like a child. I remember something like this. That a child asking that I want this coconut, no, coconut, and okay, so break it. So broke the coconut, like the coconut which we can eat. Okay, fine. He said no, and he's still crying. What do you want? I want the whole coconut. He said okay, we can try to buy another coconut. No, I want this coconut, but this coconut to be whole. Now how mother will be able to do it? How it will be able to do it really? That's this exact same one has been broken in time now. It can never be united again unless it is born again through the process of the existential flow of birth and death. No? We are asking for impossible. Many times I feel that we are suffering. What is possible is already happening today. No? Meeting what is happening today as deeply as we can, allowing or using it to live the beauty and the depth and the truth of who we are also. No? This is that success story, no? This is that simple as this. I know it is not really as simple to see these things, but I'm just trying, my beloveds, to share with you, which can work like a mirror, so that you can see. But remember, you can only see when you want to see, no? The mirror cannot force you to see, isn't it? Mirror cannot even compel you to see. Mirror cannot even attract you to see deliberately. It can just be there. You may look or you may not look into it. So those of you who are here, I feel are interested in looking, in discovering the truth. This satsang, this sharing is just a mirror. But it is a pure mirror. Empty mirror. It's an empty mirror. It doesn't want anything from you. It doesn't want you to want anything from anywhere other than what you want. But it somehow is an opportunity. It is not an intention directly in a way, but it is more of a opportunity to discover what you want, what you are, the joy, the wisdom, the truth, the beauty of who we are. No? Because as if we are postponing continuously for tomorrow, that tomorrow I will be happy. Today let me continue suffering. So are we interested in happiness or suffering? You know what I mean? Tomorrow I will discover truly who I am. Today I would like to continue as an ego, as a seeker of truth. Then are we interested in living as a seeker of truth as ego, or are we interested in living as that true being? You know what I mean? It's much more about want, what we want. It's much less about the path and the things like this. No? This satsang can enable us actually to live the truth right now also. Every satsang, no, like this. Because as you said, Miriam, that it is an environment. Satsang is an environment more, not a set of tasks or list of things to be done, but more an environment where you can open up to who you are, to your destiny. No? Thank you, beloved. Zoe ji, you want to talk?
Namaste, Ji.
Namaste.
From the beginning of the meeting, already feel so much excited to now. So like to come in front of you. Because inside, on the other hand, is like very much peaceful and full of joy. And then lots of appreciation that to let me feel like in this way all the time. Thank you so much, Ji.
Thank you. Thank you. I am very happy to hear this from you because I experience, feel truth in your words. No? Thank you, beloved. Actually, Joy, can I also spend some time with you? Because I feel that in this way I will be able to communicate or share something much deeper to every one of you. So, and please, everyone, try to listen also. It might be for you. There are very high chances that it will be for you. Joy, the simplicity of appreciation, no? Appreciation, like appreciating. From where it comes? Have you learnt it from others? Or are you feeling it in your being? No? You know, we don't learn from others generally to appreciate our being and to be joyful. We learn to be miserable actually generally, you know. How to be more divided, how to be more miserable, how to be more unhappy, you know, how to be more ambitious or, you know, in that personal way, you know. So is it like this for you? From where this appreciation is coming? From where you learned it?
It's really from inside, from the being. Now I can sense. Thank you.
Isn't it? So if you, as you are not listening to your mind, which is what listens to everybody else, but they are saying, no? Actually, in one sense, mind is our social media platform, no? Isn't it? And like, just imagine all the social media platforms combined together, not of the earth only, but of all the universes, of all the realms of consciousness, no? So you are not attending your social media, your mind, no? In this case, you are just in yourself. You are not looking at what others are saying. You are more sensing what you are feeling in your being, no? And this is the funny part. I also feel the same. When we are not attending the thoughts and feelings, you know, of the mind, of the ego mind, and we are more residing in this emptiness, empty in the sense of empty of thoughts, feelings, empty of thinking, empty of trying to understand, empty of trying to feel anything, empty of trying to figure out anything, you know, in this way empty. Somehow our own true eyes open up, our true wisdom opens up here. No? And that is from where this appreciation is coming. No? We don't need to learn from anywhere appreciation for the truth, for the life. We don't need to learn thankfulness actually from anywhere. When we slip into the unlearned space and wisdom of our being, appreciation naturally comes. Like it's not about what I have, it's about what I am. It's about how fortunate I am to exist actually. No? Like everything is later on, afterward. Everything is just a bonus. After that, that I have clothes, that I have house, that I have a vehicle or a phone or choice of food or food as such, water and everything. You know? So this is the true blessedness. We are that blessedness. We are that being, no? And from here, when we look around, everything looks so amazingly beautiful. You know? Inside our being, only one of the two things live at any point of time fundamentally. No? Either the sense of lack or sense of fulfillment, no? Fulfillment, contentment. No? I found one interesting thing that when we are living from the sense of fulfillment, then when we look at life, something, anything, it has two things mixed. One is negative, one is positive, let's say. And we are able to, we feel attracted towards positive more and negative less. Like we kind of ignore the shortcomings of something and we appreciate the nice part of it. You know? And when we look at life from the sense of lack, we focus on the shortcomings more and we are able to very nicely ignore the beautiful part of that. You know? And beloved, I want to share with all of you, with love, that the truth of that thing is actually beyond shortcoming and good and bad. It is beyond good and bad actually. The truth of that is much more magical than even the positive. Even the positive. That is a living truth. That is a living God in the form of that form. You know? Like higher blessedness than being yourself, being recognizing your truth. Higher than that even. You know. So living our own truth, appreciation is just a opening of the doors of heaven, doors of the beloved. Like in in a kind of under the guidance of the beloved. And it is going to show itself more and more in everything. And it truly will. And we will experience also that excitement and that joy and that love for it when we will recognize it. In my understanding, the only truth that really we know in the state of person or ego, no? The only truth that is present here is I am, I exist. Everything else is our accumulated, experiences and memories and understandings and misunderstandings based on the sense of lack. No? I am, I exist is the only truth that we know in the state of ego. Thank you, beloved. Very, very nice meeting you.
Thank you so much, Chi. Thank you for guiding me here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gee, I feel today is very warm and loving environment. Just I come in front of you, whatever need to burn, to burn. That's feeling I have.
Can I say to you that what you think should burn inside you may or may not burn based on how you want to live in this body as a soul, no? As a being. But what is essential to be burnt in you is only ignorance, not energies or non-essential or anything. To wake up to who you are, only ignorance need to be burnt. Only ignorance, nothing else. Everything else can burn afterward. If you want to wake up to who you are, only ignorance need to be burnt. So try to sense, feel, Recognize what is ignorance so that you can become free from it. Because ignorance is a very strange thing. It is like darkness. How to deal with darkness? Be clear about it, please. Many times we are just listening to these words and we think that, okay, I understand what it means. Ignorance, self-ignorance is darkness, like darkness in the soul. When you have not felt yourself, when you have not sensed yourself, when you have not looked deeply into who you are, that time what lives is darkness or ego, false self. When you start looking in yourself, when you start feeling yourself, when you start sensing yourself, when you start just sitting in yourself as the being, then what is not found is darkness, but is found is the being. This completion, the completion is found here. It's an amazing thing really that how it is possible that I am complete. Like I am so permanently complete that I can never be incomplete again now. Like that clarity happens inside us.
Yeah, I always feel incomplete. This is my
You feel incomplete.
incomplete. Yeah.
So this
yeah.
feeling incomplete is a very good pointing for you. It's a good help for you. What happens is that I try to understand. Maybe one thing I can share and it can help everyone. Maybe based on my knowing of this on this subject so far, what I found is that the sense of incompletion inside is like a restlessness, or it creates like a restlessness inside us, which works like a spring, like a going out, like a force which is continuously trying to go out and trying to take us out also. That is really something to be understood. Going out, trying some option, then checking that, okay, have I become free from restlessness? And then after some time finding, no, not yet. Trying another option, then another option, then another option, then another option. Please try to understand that actually this is what is called this blind, what we call andha kua, like a space of mind or ego which can never be filled. This is that space of ego which can never be filled by anything. We keep filling, but it remains empty. Don't try to fill this with anything except yourself. Fill this with yourself. How to fill this with yourself? That is the key. If you can understand the importance of what is being shared, then you will stop trying the options, but you will try the solution now. The solution is just sitting in yourself and doing nothing. Doing basically means, in this case, before settling in who we are, doing basically means under the influence or under the power of restlessness going out. Through the guidance of ignorance, looking for solutions for this problem, which we don't even know what is this problem. And everyone one day will become so wise that they will find that doing anything in this world is not able to remove this restlessness from me. I have to meet it directly, what it is really. That day will be day of just sitting, whether we call it just sitting or not. No. So why don't you do that just sitting right now with me? I'm saying that. Why we just talk? So do that right now with me. Do not reject the sense of incompletion, because that's what we have been doing, trying to color. No, there is no incompletion. I am the complete being. If you are the complete being, then why you are feeling incomplete? No, you should feel complete also. No, so no. Let us accept the truth of this moment. So don't reject the incompletion, but also don't run away. Don't go anywhere to fix it. Will you have this much courage right now? So don't move. Basically means that you will find yourself in almost like the center of this cyclone of restlessness. No? But don't move. Like I'm totally with you right now. Any one of you who is joining me. Not only thoughts, feelings and emotions are moving inside body, bird around, also even there is a restlessness, like the whirlpool. Not really, but it may feel like this. But in the middle of everything, you don't move. Don't try to go in the middle of anything. You are already at the center of everything. Just don't move. Allow yourself to breathe. Not that you need to hold your breath, no. But you don't move. Just don't move. The whole practice, habit, and the journey of the seeker will come in the way now, right now. It will have some power. It will try to move you. But I'm not exploring truth, I'm not knowing truth, I'm not doing anything. Why should I stay here? But if you continue that journey, only you know where you will reach through that, no? The home which you are searching for is just below you where you are right now. You know, you have to cross this restlessness to enter into the supreme peacefulness of your being. Stay with me. Stay with yourself. Don't move. You will slip out of this restlessness into yourself, but inwardly, not outwardly. We have been trying to slip out of it outwardly. This time you will slip out of it into yourself. But this restlessness will still remain for some time, remember. Don't try to destroy it, remove it or anything forever. You only try to discover the peacefulness of your being beyond it. They are coexisting actually. That's a strange thing to know. You know, the restlessness, the sense of incompletion and the completeness of your being are coexisting. They are existing at the same time. This is the miracle of life. On the completeness of the timeless being that you are, the supreme peacefulness, the sense of incompletion of energy and consciousness is felt. Allow the completeness to be lived by you, that which you are. Allow the sense of incompletion to be lived by you, which is present in the changeful aspect of yourself. You are complete and incomplete at the same time right now. Aspect of you, the essence of yourself is complete always. The changeful aspect of body-mind is always going to be little incomplete, always. Which is a sweet thing, it's a beautiful thing, it's not a bad thing. It is how life flows, it is how life grows. It's so beautiful. You know. Are you now complete or incomplete?
Not say anything complete or incomplete.
Do you want to become anything now other than how you are right now? Do you want to change anything now?
No.
You are saying, I don't want to change anything now. This is truly what it means, not moving, not attending anything. This is the place from where we start living the truth as it is. And the truth is twofold. One aspect of ourself is continuously changing, And one aspect of ourself is constantly unchanging. Now you have become free to live the truth. Not that you have created the truth, no. But continue living like this. So seeker of truth is more like a sense of a doer created within the sense of seeking, which is present in the soul that we are, the timeless soul. No? And that soul gets identified with it. The timeless that you are gets identified with it, that I am that seeker of truth. Now there is a seeking, like, seeking is like a seeking for completion. Within the dynamic aspect, there is a seeking. There is always going to be a seeking. But it's very organic. Like this type of incompletion present in you today knows exactly what is the completion, where it will be completed. No? But you who is beyond it, the timeless, the changeless, is always complete. This is what you were saying, Miriam, no? That experiencing does not make me more or complete. And I still enjoy experiencing. What is experiencing, by the way? This is experiencing. No? Experiencing means feeling thirsty, drinking water. Feeling hungry, eating food. So sense of lack is going to be there. Then only we can experience something, which is a need of the body, your mind, and everything also. That's totally fine. No? Many things are there energetically. Really, we don't many times understand clearly what they are. No? So we are good then. No? Enjoy yourself. What is very important here is to remain free now. Because that freedom right now does not have so much strength in you. The bondage has a lot of strength and past, no? So just remain alert about it. As soon as the freedom will have enough strength, we can become relaxed about it now, no? Thank you, beloved. I'm sure many of you, I can sense, many of you are able to connect to this, what is being shared today. And isn't it so surprising that truth is so different than what we thought? Freedom is so different than what we thought. No? Freedom is another name for what you are. Liberation is what you are, no? Live yourself if you want to live liberation or liberated. No. Live as yourself if you want to live as liberated. No. It's not about what we are experiencing. It's not about states of energy or consciousness. Even consciousness. It's not about a state of consciousness. It's about you. No. Like living the truth of yourself is living free. No. Now what we are living on top of it is not really so relevant in this context, I would say. No? Useful maybe, or can be used in defining or pointing to things, but it's not directly connected. I mean, you can understand now when I used to say different times, and that are you free to be free? It's a funny question. And mostly we are not free to be free. We are free to be free in a certain way. Like we are searching for a certain type of freedom. We are searching for a certain type of truth which we know is going to make us free. And we don't need to achieve that in order to be free. But we need to be free from that in order to be free actually right now. So free simply means free. Don't need to add anything after that. Free from what makes no difference. But free. Essentially. Are you free? That's what I try to communicate through this just sitting meditation. Just sit and do nothing. To test how much free you are. And to achieve the freedom also. No? Through our together effort. No? It will highlight that what are we doing continuously whole day. No? I don't know, but this feeling is coming to share something. Can I share with all of you? Thank you. And then we end this meeting now. There's an exploration about thinker, about thoughts, from where these thoughts are coming, what these thoughts are, and like this, no? We are troubled by thoughts, no? If I can be free from thought, we have this kind of understanding that if I can be free from thought, then I'm totally free, no? I want to invite right now all of you in a alive exploration where I will share and you just look, just listen and look, no? Not that we will talk, but just listen and look. How do you know that thinker and thoughts are separate from each other? Right now, check. I am declaring that thought or thinking process and thinker are one thing. I am saying that. Prove me wrong. I am saying thinker is the thought. If no thinker, no thought. Prove me wrong, please. Or explore. Like, if you feel, I don't want to think about anything right now, allow this feeling in you that, or invite this feeling in you that, okay, I don't want to think anything right now. Test, let us use this as a test, that I don't want to think anything right now. So this feeling, I don't want to think anything right now, is it a thinking or is it a feeling or is it something else? If it is a thinking, then you are already thinking, no? You are thinking about not thinking, no? Are you feeling that I don't want to think anything right now? If yes, it's a very powerful thing. If yes, then feel more clearly. Don't think about it, but feel more clearly that yes, I don't want to think anything right now. Feel that I don't want to think, not that think about it, no? Or if it is a clear decision in the being, in the still being that you are, then you don't have to feel also even. Just stick to this one thing. Almost like no thinking right now. Meaning you know already what is thinking. So that's why you can withdraw yourself from that process of thinking. Is there a thinker without thinking? Actually, none. You are that thinker and you are that non-thinker now. You are non-thinker living in your no mind right now. No? No mind means a effort or process of thinking, activity of thinking is not there in the being. No? In the being there can be many type of energies flowing, including some which may be declared by us as thoughts. But they are not actually. A thought is only a thought when it is thought, when somebody thinks about it. No? You think, when you think, then it is a thought. Before that it's just energy, no? So there is energy, doesn't matter what it is called. Are you thinking about this energy or are you feeling it? That's what I meant, that you can feel your thought. We can feel our thoughts. And we can think about our feelings also, by the way. Don't think about your feelings. If at all, feel your thoughts right now. You will be surprised that I'm not thinking them, I'm feeling that energy, maybe. So this is what I thought at the end, that is there a thinker without thinking? Is there a thinking without thinker? Are there thoughts without thinking and thinker? Because presence of thoughts is a declaration of the knower, no? That I know there are thoughts. Okay, what are you doing with them right now? This is the funny part of what we call, meditation based on awareness or watching our thoughts, as soon as we are able to watch them, they disappear. Why they disappear? Have we thought about it ever? Why they disappear when we watch them? They don't disappear anywhere. They are still there. That energy of thinking is still there. We stop defining them as thoughts. We go deeper than that level of thinker where we define them as thoughts. We meet them as energy now. That's why we feel, oh, they are not there. No, if you are alert, you will notice that that flavor is still there. Like a potential of converting them into thoughts is still there. You will notice that. I know many of you know this now. And thank God that you are able to know this. It's so amazing. No? Your mind has not gone yet. You have not consumed your mind yet. Remember this. It is still there. It's just about thinking, thinker, thought that we are exploring the reality of it. No? Just like some invitation. So we can like a beautiful shock that hey, what is this? I never thought about it like this. How nice. Thank you. Thank you. There was one message I can read and then we end now. Sudhanshu, you wrote, Namaste Rajee. I am thankful to you. Today's precious satsang. It looks easy to do PhD of just sitting in life or being in life in short span of time. But actually, I feel it is hard to dwell in as being in a similar pattern daily. Thank you very much. Yes, yes. It is hard actually. I mean, I don't know what you mean by PhD, but I kind of can sense that you mean intellectually understanding just sitting versus living it actually. Actually, living the just sitting is something so amazing, something so rewarding. Like, for example, we need intelligence in life, isn't it? We need intelligence in life to make decisions, to overview, to analyze the situation and anything like this. And just sitting, the wisdom, the intelligence of the being grows inside us more and more, refines. Like we come to that intelligence which has not been colored by conditioning yet. Like the pure intelligence comes out of us. But it is so different somehow that sometimes, and we are so attached to the conditioned intelligence, what we call intellect, that we are so attached to the intellect that we don't appreciate that intelligence, except when we are innovators and scientists or like this. But a natural, a neutral, a pure wisdom start growing inside us in this just sitting. It is very joyful also, by the way. As a side note, it's very joyful to just sit. Not whole day, but once in a while in the day, morning maybe. What happens is that as if everything becomes quiet. Like everything has returned to the formlessness. Just sitting is like when we allow everything to fall back into the emptiness or the formlessness of who we are. So that from where it kind of takes a bath, all non-essential falls away. It becomes fresh, ready, more alive, more pure in a way, more like it is not going to carry so much point of view now towards life. It will carry wisdom towards life, but not point of view, not judgment. Like you will know that what is happening on the road, but you will not have so much of a preconceived ideas that you start judging them. Oh, it's not nice, or it's good, it's bad. Not so much. Like complete wisdom, understanding, and memory, everything is there. Oh yeah, this is not good. But not like, oh, emotionally, hurt by that immediately or something. So this is what is being free from person. Person is something which has got mixed with all the abilities of body, mind, thoughts, feelings. And particularly it has caused a sense of forgetfulness towards the being that we are. This being simply means the completion that we experienced or experiencing today. Being simply means this completion. Thank you, Sudhanshu. Very nice that you could see this. Thank you. Very, very nice, beloved. I felt very, very happy to meet all of you. All the sharings were with the intention that they can work like a mirror so that you can see. No? Thank you for joining this meeting. Thank you.